everyone, this is our Gamma Witch and welcome back to Steins Gate. In the last episode, we dealt with a strange girl at the Brom Tube shop, and I believe we left off with a male. Yes. So, I forgot all of everything. All my keyboard shortcuts. Lukaku. Are you really okay with yesterday's exorcism? I feel like a more traditional ceremony would have been better. I'm worried something might happen to you because my exorcism wasn't strong enough. It bothers me so much I can't sleep at night. P.S. Because of that, I couldn't do more than 3 practice swings with Samidare. Let's see what these replies are. It wasn't bad. Just a little clumsy. You're a servant of the gods. You need to protect dignity. You need to Saoirse, stop it! Oh my god, I'm gonna kill this cat. Stop. You need to project dignity and confidence. Work on it. Brr. What's the back button? Alright. What would a traditional ceremony entail? I need details. Don't tell me it's a secret. It's an ancient forbidden secret. I'm worried something might have happened to you. Don't worry, thanks to your exorcism, my right arm has been quiet for a while. Still, there's no telling what could set it off. If I'm forced to do battle again, let's just pray that the organization assassins don't find me. Oh, let's go with that one. Seems the nicest. Because this is, I guess, dating sim type. Oh yeah. Okay. So hot. I was at university all morning. As I returned to Akiba, the heat is now becoming unbearable. I grab an iced coffee at the bakery inside Yodobashi to quench my thirst. While I'm at it, I guess I'll check @channel on my phone. I most frequent the occult board, the future technology board, and sometimes the physics board. I search for threads on the mass disappearance phenomenon or Makise Kurisu's stabbing, but it turned up nothing. So were those hallucinations after all? When I peek at the occult board, I find posts in multiple threads from someone claiming to be John Titor. Wait, John Titor is back? John Titor appeared on American BBS 10 years ago, claiming to be a time traveler. He claimed to have traveled from the year 2036 in order to obtain an old computer, the IBM 5100. His claim started quite a storm among the BBS dissidents. Titor also made several accurate, if fragmentary, predictions of future events. The start of the Iraq War, the spread of crude disease, for example. To prove he was from the future, he explained the principles behind his time machine and provided pictures of its operation manual. But after 4 months, he disappeared without ever revealing his identity. At one point, his predictions gained popularity even in Japan. Yes, he certainly did get some things right. But on the other hand, he missed several others. Some of his posts contradict each other too. That's why to this day most people doubt the authenticity as a time traveler. So after 10 years of silence, that same John Titor is now on a Japanese BBS? Ridiculous. It's obviously a troll. First of all, John Titor is American, yet now he's posting on @channel in Japanese? Let's take a look at his posts. What the hell is going on? I don't expect you to believe I came from the year 2036. I see that everyone would like to know more about my time machine. Time travel technology was developed by CERN. They completed the first time machine in 2034. Anonymous Time Traveler, LOL, John Teeter, LOL. More details on the time machine. Do they sell time machines? How much do they cost? I've got about 100 million yen saved. Can you send me one? CERN has a monopoly on time machines. Not even the most powerful nations on Earth can acquire one, to say nothing of private citizens. CERN used their time machines for power. By 2036, the world has become a dystopia. There is no war, no conflict. However, that is false peace founded on the complete eradication of liberty. What does LOL mean? Why did you come to this time? Was the Akiba satellite crash you're doing? Wait guys, Teacher-san doesn't understand @channel lingo. Let's keep it simple, okay? If you know what I mean. Get a trip code, asshole. I came here to change my present and... Sorry, my cat's staring at the screen. I came here to change my present. In other words, your future. My mission is to destroy CERN's dystopia and restore freedom to the world. This is a wonderful time we're living in. Everyone is free, but you'll lose it all in just 20 short years. It's virtually important that you understand what the future has in store. What is a trip code? I might get one if you tell me what it is. You said that only CERN has time machines? You have a time machine, that must mean you're working for CERN. Therefore, your goal can't be to destroy CERN's dystopia. You're a fraud. What's a dystopia? How can CERN take over the world in just 20 years? Look at the Middle East. You've been reading too much manga if you think you're going to get those guys to stop killing each other. Who asked you to change the future? You trying to play God? If they're promising world peace, then I, for one, welcome our new CERN overlords. My time machine is a prototype, reverse engineered from stolen CERN technology. Compared to their time machine, its capabilities are quite limited. In 2036, the world is ruled by a single, all-powerful governing body. They control every aspect of our lives, deciding what we will eat, where we will live, whom we will marry. There is no privacy and no choice. Anyone who dares to oppose them is eliminated. There are no trials. In movies and stuff, small changes to the past cause huge changes to the future. You've already changed the present by coming here. What happens if you make unexpected changes to the future? Implying CERN rules the world. Do you even know what CERN is? LOL. OP is a troll. So if we find his dad and kill him, then this time traveler, LMAO, will never be born and we won't have to listen to this bullshit, am I right? I want to know if you can meet your past self. Can you have self-cest? Of course, it always has to go to sex. If you're talking about the so-called grandfather paradox, that has been debunked. This world line has a divergence of 0.571024% compared to the world line I came from. Killing my father will alter divergence, creating a world line where my father is dead. However, it would not erase this world line. I would go non-existent. CERN is a particle physics research institution that hasn't changed in 2036. It is possible to meet your past self. The prevailing theory in my time is that nothing would happen. I, however, haven't met my past self. If you're really a time traveler, then fucking prove it. Post time machine pics or get the fuck off. Many world interpretations. Whoa, slow down, bro. Research institution taking over the world. LOL, what? I do not feel the need to prove that I am what I say I am. I am only posting these messages on a whim. My mission comes first. What are world lines? Can you meet yourself from another world line? What happens if you do? Late reply, but a trip code is a way to identify posters. Put #password after your name. LOL backpedaling. World lines are like an infinite number of rivers flowing in parallel. Along the way, they're constantly branching out into new world lines. This is called a divergence. For example, whether or not you post on this message board has physically no effect on the world's line's divergence. But if you were murdered, let's say, then the divergence would change. However, that would only change by 0.0000002%, if that. A single human's death is not terribly significant on a global scale. Wars, disasters, acts of terrorism, and other events that cause widespread death and destruction have a much greater effect on the divergence. Thanks for telling me about trip codes. I'll make sure to use this one from now on. I'm starting to get tired, so I'll pick up again tomorrow. It's been fun talking to everyone. Ooh, looks like they've already made an archive of these threads. Of course, there have been sites dedicated to John Titor for years now. This post closely resembles what the original Titor wrote 10 years ago. I've read one of the books on Titor, that's how I know him. This new John Titor is clearly an imposter. There are many Titor fanatics on @channel. He's not exactly a household name in Japan, but I doubt anyone would fall for this level of trolling. As I continue to read, however, I find the response to the opposite of what I expected. Everyone is accepting this time travel as if this were his first appearance. Nobody has even mentioned his appearance 10 years ago. Finding it strange, I try posting a retort, but everyone ignores me. What the hell? You can figure this out if you do a little research, people. Wrong button. There's the original John Titor thread archived in English, and there's plenty of Titor blogs in Japanese. I enter John Titor's name into a search engine. 12 matches. Wait, only 12? Moreover, all 12 are about the current Titor's posting on @channel. I can't find a single trace of Titor from 10 years ago. Bizarre. This just can't be. I searched for information on Titor a few years ago. Back then, I got tens of thousands of hits. Is this search engine filtered? I try searching on another site to make sure, but it gives me the same result. Damn it, Google. What is this madness? It feels like I've stumbled onto another plane of reality. Could this be another organization conspiracy? These past 2 days, I've been surrounded by nothing but chaos and confusion. I called Daru. He'll know about Titor for sure. After all, I've talked to him about Titor before. I only vaguely remember the details of that conversation, but I'm positive the conversation happened. By the time I dig my phone out of the bag, I no longer feel like making the call. Instead, I send him an email. Wait a minute, how is he on the... He's in public, he's drinking coffee, he was on the @channel, which I assume he got there with his phone, but he had to then dig his phone out of his bag. What did he just, like, do a Google search on his phone, then throw it in his bag, and then had to go back and dig it out? What? Anyways, instead I send him an email on the way back to the lab. He replies with his location. By May Queen, he means by May Queen. He means May Queen plus Nya squared, a maid cafe. Daru's a regular there. Apparently 3D cat maids are his thing too. Hold on, I gotta find my notepad. That is the sleep yard. Oh, Saoirse's sleeping. Saoirse, are you on my notepad? No. Oh, I remember. It's in the other room. I'll just grab a new notepad. Alright. May Queen plus Nya squared is only 3-minute walk from the lab. Coming from Kuromai Bashi Dori, take the left at Tsumako Koisaka crossing and you'll find it. That's where I'm headed now. It's usually busy in Akiba during the summer break, but now it's even busier because of the Radikan incident. The area was blocked off yesterday, but it doesn't look like they could keep the main road closed for 2 days straight. I haven't seen a single police officer today. But the Dadi Khan building still seems off limits. The entrance shutters are closed shut and sealed with the yellow police tape. We're here now in Sorry, I'm distracted by the sound of someone speaking in my ear. We're here now in Akihabara, the day after the unexplained satellite crash. The police barricade has been lifted, and a tremendous number of people have gathered in front of the station. The satellite's origin is still under investigation. We're told that it can't be removed until the authorities have more information. According to the police, the satellite does not appear to be dangerous. However, tourists and local business owners have raised concerns. The media has dozens of cameras set up outside of the police line, and there are nearly twice as many onlookers as reporters, enough to fill the entire street with people, everyone aiming their phone cameras at the satellite-like object. So many people. Living in Akiba, you get used to crowds and big events, but a gathering of this size is unusual. I wonder when they'll get rid of that thing. I hope it doesn't explode or something. They've been letting people back into the area, so I guess there's no danger. Still, considering its unknown origin, I'm surprised there isn't more security. Today, like always, otakus are shopping for doujinshi, imported games, electronics, and whatever strikes their fancy. Aside from the scene at Daidi Khan, it's the same as any other day. But I still don't understand what I saw yesterday. I half accepted that the mass disappearance was just my imagination. Maybe I've become unable to distinguish reality from fantasy, like the media likes to say about teenagers these days. With that thought in mind, I returned my gaze to the street. And there, in front of me, stands a woman holding her phone in front of her face. She took a picture. Her phone was clearly pointed at me. I tried to cover my face, but not quickly enough. I turned around to make sure that she wasn't pointing it at someone behind me, but that doesn't seem to be the case. She is still staring at her phone. Without even glancing at me, she turns around and points her phone at some other pedestrians. Maybe she's just taking photos of everyone at the scene and not just me. But still, I need to have a word with her. The organization is after me, so I can't risk that photo getting out. Wait. Why was that in English? She doesn't turn around. Is she so engrossed in her photography that she doesn't even notice me? Or did she not catch my magnificent native level English? Hey, you with the phone camera. Wait, please, wait. She turns back, finally noticing me. And of course her phone turns with her. Hey, no pictures. Are you with the organization? She completely ignores my objection. And then she goes back to looking at her phone. Answer my question. Are you with the organization? If she is, then I might have to take suitable measures. You're not? Even so, I can't let you keep that picture. The organization will stop at nothing to find my whereabouts, and they'll kill anyone who gets in their way. I need you to delete that picture immediately. Lady ignoring me. Is she even listening? Sorry. Wow, she finally speaks. Just a whisper, but it's something. Lady who apologized out of nowhere? I should be reading those bottoms, that's funny. If I upset you. She lowers her head, slightly in a bow. Or at least I think it's a bow. She's been looking down all this time, so I can't really tell. Before you apologize, I need you to delete that photo. Lady ignored me. I was shooting the scenery. Her fingers danced across the phone keys with an impressive speed, exactly the opposite of her annoyingly slow speech pattern. The scenery? You're a tourist? Or is she one of those people who came to see the satellite? In that case, why did she take a picture of me? She shakes her head without looking at me. Lady ignoring me and apparently sightseeing in Akihabara. It's proof of where I was today. You're a strange lady. Strange lady, apparently sightseeing in Akihabara. Kiryu Moeka. My name. I guess she's introducing herself. That's nice, but I just wanted her to delete the photo. I have a question for you. May I? First, the photo. There's an urban legend in Akihabara. Have you heard of it? An urban legend? What is she talking about? Don't tell me. There's a brilliant but insane mad scientist said to be lurking in Akihabara. And now that brilliant but insane mad scientist is the target of every assassin in the underworld? Gah. I've remained in this town for far too long. I'll need to make plans. Akihabara. You weren't such a bad town. I'm glad that... The Phantom Retro PC. Retro PC? She replies with a nod, or something like a nod. They say there's one in Akihabara. Oh. Nothing about a mad scientist. I'm relieved, but also disappointed. At any rate, this is the first I've heard about a Phantom Retro PC. A Retro PC? You mean like a 98? That's the first model that comes to mind. But there are 98s. But are 98s really that hard to find? She shakes her head slightly, or something like a shake. No, this. She turns her phone towards me. The screen shows an oddly shaped computer. It's hard to tell since the picture's monochrome, but it looks like some sort of PC. It looks kind of familiar. An IBM 5100. An IBM 5100. That's the computer John Teacher tried to get. Her fingers twitch, I think. You've seen one? No, I've only heard the name. Coincidence? No. Could this be the choice of Steins Gate? Know anyone who might know? Daru probably knows more about it. He's my favorite right arm. A super hacker capable of breaking into even MI6's mainframe. The MI6 part is a slight exaggeration. If that ever did happen, Men in Black would break down our door and take us away. But the super hacker part is true. The depths of his computer knowledge is uncanny. Speaking of Daru, I'm supposed to meet him at May Queen plus Nyao Squared. I don't have time to stand here and chat with some crazy lady I don't know. Well, I'm off, lady. Media scum in moderation. I tried to make a smooth exit, one-liner, and everything, but she grabs my sleeve before I can disappear into the crowd. What are you doing? Your email, please. What are you after? The super hacker. I guess she wants to hear Daru's story. It's my fault for mentioning him. Well, I'm meeting up with Daru, so why don't I just take her along? No, wait a second. This could be a devious trap. Maybe she's really a spy sent to kidnap Daru. I'm defenseless without him. My only other ally is Mayuri, whose skills amount to costume design. I refuse. I'll never give up Daru. I slip past her and start walking faster. I glance back. She's following me. Stalker. I pick up the pace, but she's still chasing me. Stop following me. Unperturbed, she shows me her phone again. On the screen is a picture of me that she took. Gay. You still haven't deleted it? Tell me, and I'll delete it. You dare blackmail me? Who do you work for? I attempt to glare at her. Attempt to glare her into submission, but her eyes are already lowered. My glare is ineffective. She hesitates for a second. Work part-time at Arc Rewrite. What's that? An editorial company here in Akihabara. One of those companies that writes articles for magazines? Is this gloomy lady really fit for that kind of work? Wait, you plan on publishing my picture without my permission? Don't you? The mad scientist of Akiba unveiled. I can see the headlines now. That's all the organization will need to turn Akiba into a sea of blood. No, I must avoid that gruesome outcome at all costs. I have no choice. Very well. I accept your terms. At any rate, as long as she has that photo, I have no way of knowing how it might be used. I pull up my email address and show it to her. Looking back and forth from my phone to hers, she enters the info with terrifying speed. Of course, this woman's an Esper. I dub her power Shining Finger. Her magical thumb types cursed emails at 255 characters per minute. Whoever received ones dies. She's done typing my address and looks all of 5 seconds. And it took all of 5 seconds. Name? Hoin Hyoma, mad scientist. How is it spelled? First, Ho for Phoenix, and then In, and finally Kyoma, which means horrible truth that must never be revealed. What? Ho for Phoenix, then In, and finally Kyoma, which means horrible truth that must never be revealed. I repeat my perfect explanation. This is the origin of my true name. Explaining the in part of Hoin would take too long, so I left it out. She enters my name with her head tilted to the side. Like this? What the hell is this? Are you mocking me? Ho-owing Yoma. She lowers her head a little more, an apologetic bow, I guess. Just hand your phone. Hand me your phone, I'll enter it. She shakes her head, clutches her phone with both hands as if to protect it from me. Like a spoiled child who can't let go of a toy, she shields it from me with all of her might. What does she think I'm going to do? Her reaction is a little depressing. Anyway, she's obviously not going to hand over her phone, so I ask for her address instead, and I'll send her a blank mail. She told me her name a few minutes ago, but I forgot already, so I enter her as Shining Finger. What am I doing standing here in the middle of the street? Let's hurry up and send her a blank email. I don't need to type anything. Just to give her my name. I already put her in my contacts. Alright, fine. Inbox. Nope. Shining Finger outgoing. Sending mail. And send. She's staring at her phone. I don't think I've ever met someone who made less eye contact. After a few seconds, her phone receives the email. Okabe Rintaro. What? How do you know that name? From the blank email. Damn, my email's still linked with my real name. I must change it at once. That's just my alias. I'll send another one with my true... No. This is fine. Nonsense. I am not Okabe Rintaro. I'm Hoinkyo. She's really not buying it. Did you delete the picture? She nods slightly, I think. It's really hard to tell. Her body language is as subdued as her voice. If you deleted it, then prove it. She silently shows me her screen. The only picture remains is the one of the computer. That's a relief. I'll email you later. So ask, okay? About what? The urban legend. Oh, that. I almost forgot. With that, Shining Finger wanders off. Throughout that encounter, she kept the same cool expression. Actually, I don't think we ever once made eye contact. Oh. And on this note, I'm going to leave off here. And in the next episode, we are going to enter May Queen plus Niao squared, I think it was. So if you're enjoying this series or you want to see more from me, then subscribe, do that YouTube stuff, and I'll see you next time.